Welcome back. Welcome back. You are now watching the Ascended Masterwork. Let's go ahead and slide into this message and see what it's giving, because it's pretty much giving the truth and always giving the truth. So help me, God Almighty, the Most High, Allah, Source, the Creator, the highest of the high, and my divine forces. Now, before we get into this message, I would like to thank you guys for all the likes, the shares, the comments, to the new subscribers. What up, though? Make sure y'all continue to tell a friend to tell a friend why, so we all can be friends. And to my old subscribers, you know, the ones that's been rocking with me since sliced bread or however long you've been rocking with me, as long as you continue to rock with me. Okay? We already slid into this message to see what it's giving, because it's pretty much giving the truth and always giving the truth. You feel me? 111 on the clock. But anywho, you can read the title. It say karmic debt and etc. Okay, so a being had came to me. It's a feminine energy, right? And she was hysterical. I could already feel the energy. I said, ooh, somebody got some shit on them that's heavy. They about to reach out to me. I'm not laughing at the situation. So I waited probably like 5 minutes and I checked in my damn email and boop, there it was, right? So I said I'm gonna have to go live eventually, which I waited a long time. But we are here. Okay, karmic debt. She thought that she wasn't of God Almighty because she was having some type of shit that was going on, right? So I had to explain it to her in a way that she would get it. And that's when God Almighty said, make sure you go on the live brick because all of them is going through this. And they need to understand why, so they don't think that they're outside the covenant. I'm going to give you an example. Remember when my alternator fucked up and you saw that my car didn't even sit for 24 hours? It got fixed. That's not karma. Now, let's say I end up catching a COLD. That's karma. Because why would I get sick? I ain't been sick. Right? So I was telling her, I said, I said, did you see my video when I was talking about all the work I did in the 5D is finally hitting in the 3D? She said, yeah, I watched that video. I said, that's what's going on. I said, as above, so below. Y'all don't have karmic debt, okay? That's not what I'm saying. Because I know somebody like, I got karmic debt. No. Let's say you had your spiritual awakening in 2020, right? You already fulfilled your karmic debt, like the debt that was owed to your bloodline or to you, whoever, right? You already cleared that out. But because of the frequency and the vibrations, it's just now hitting the 3D. If that makes sense. Let me go into detail. Okay. Like when I saw my alternator get fucked up, right? Y'all not tapped in. So some shit, it may not hit your spirit right then and there for you to get it. But when my car had, when the alternator fucked up, the first thing that came to my mind was, oh yeah, it's a hater, right? So I tapped into the energy and I looked. It was in like a lifetime where something had went down. I'm not gonna go into details, right? And I had to do something that I didn't fulfill. So that's why my alternator went out. But I was able to get it fixed right then and there. Like had I did it in that lifetime, I would have seen that I would have got whatever right then and there. So by me not doing it in another lifetime, I was sent here to do it here, if that makes sense. I'm not explaining it to like, yeah, I think I'm confusing somebody. Let's say you had okay, it's not a let's say. Everybody has karmic debt in lifetimes that they have, right? Like, you know how evil people doing evil shit now? They're building up karmic debt. Karma, right? If you an HVB or a divine being, you done cleared your karma out. So that's why it feels like, oh, like you'll be like, oh, well, I just paid this bill, and then another bill come up. Or you saved you some money. You finally saved you some money, and then your alternator go out. Then you got to use that money. You are not being punished, okay? You're not being punished. It's like the 5D is catching up with the 3D. if that makes sense. What's up, Husto? That's what that is. The 5D is catching up, like the other dimensions is catching up with the 3D. Meaning, you could have, let's say, you were supposed to take out Taekwondo, right? So you took out Taekwondo 2 years ago. The energy from Taekwondo is finally hitting you now, but you 2 years ago already defeated him. That's the best way to say it, because God Almighty started clapping. Okay, let me use that. Because I'm like, hold up. Some of these people get it, but somebody going to be confused. Okay, so if you, let's say 2015, you cleared out your debt to Taekwondo. It's 2024, and you like, damn, I ain't been doing shit to nobody or nothing. Why is it that I got to use this money that I just saved? It's because it's what you did in 2015 is just now hitting the 3D. No, you're not being punished. No, you're not going to get your ass whooped. Whenever, let's say you roll on something, right? And now you got to get your alternator fixed. It's not going to be a hassle for you to get that fixed. It's going to be easy. That's how you know that it's not karma. When somebody getting their ass whooped, God Almighty removes all their outlets. Let's say a girl is used to time paying her bills. God Almighty will put time in a fucked up situation or move time to another state or something just so that person don't get that fucking help from time. I'm telling you, karma is different. You done already cleared out your karma. When God Almighty shifted, this how you know it's a different shift. When God Almighty shifted energy, everything picked up. It's fires like, go ahead. Look, God Almighty said, go ahead. You know, y'all listen. Fire signs, right? What did it say in that Bible? That God Almighty gonna do it what? Next by fire. What is fire signs? Quick, right? So it's look, as God Almighty said, don't say that one. So it's like God Almighty shifted the energy so everything is fast. Have you noticed we was just in January? Now we about to be in fucking May in a little bit. Time is going by fast. Everything, it done sped up. So the earth is trying to catch up with the dimensions. Not the dimensions is catching up with the earth. The dimensions is way, like the dimensions is years and years and years and years and years and years and years above the earth, like far out. So Mother Earth is catching up with the dimensions, meaning the shit that you did in other dimensions, other lifetimes, other realms. That's why Mother Earth had to fast. She had to get rid of the shit that was slowing her down, right? And now that she fasted and got rid of the negative energy, just because you still see certain people here, that don't mean nothing. Give it time. They might get removed next week. But she fasted, right? So when she fasted, she sent out healing energy. That's why I just gave you a message about y'all getting healing energy, right? That's why you gotta stay high vibe. I know what frequency or what vibration that God Almighty gonna drop for you to catch it, how to catch it, everything. God Almighty is not gonna tell me something and leave anybody out. So when I keep telling y'all, pay attention. I thought I was going to be dropping my chapter series, but at the end of the day, exposing demonic people is not more important than helping my divine beings. Now, giving them their karma is more important. Now, God, I might say, okay, they get their ass whooped today. Okay, well, let's focus on this. Because at the end of the day, getting them up off the earth is that's going to help y'all. But that's not the case. What's up, Yvonne? Speaking to me about them bills. Yeah, listen. Look, I had to look at the name and say, baby, was that you that emailed me? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't let material stress you, right? Because it was somebody who said they're going to get their car repoed, and I told them, I said, if you keep on fucking crying and blah, blah, you won't get what God Almighty got for you. I don't know. I feel like the reason why it took her like a month is because she was still dwelling on it. I could tell, like, you can't even lie to me. Like, she want to say, nah, I would know you wasn't. Because if you did, you would have got it there. You probably would have got it within that same week. They repo her car, and she got a brand new, better car. And the payment lower. And the irony of this is, I was just on Facebook. And I was talking about how all these people want clarity and secrecy, right? But then they won't shout me out. That's another reason, because God Almighty sat me down and asked me. It was like, what? Like, I'm going to put you in front of everybody. But why don't you think that you ain't been put in front of everybody? I was like, good, divine timing. God Almighty said, let me be more specific because I forgot who the hell I'm talking to. Yeah, you really did? Me, Brittany. Anywho, God Almighty said, what wasn't you pushing? And I had to really sit there, like, usually, because when God Almighty send me energy, y'all, I be like, boop, 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 boop. But with this, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I had to really sit back and think. Because I'm like, what was I not pushing? I was like, you can't take away nobody's free choice of will. And then I thought about it. I sat there for a minute, y'all, like probably like 10 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. And then I said, oh, shit. I wasn't pushing people to say, hey, after I give you this and it come to pass, shout me out. God Almighty said you started doing that, but then you stopped. So when I just felt this energy, because I just posted this on fucking Facebook. When I felt this energy, right? I just typed this on Facebook. The energy was just presented here. At the end of the day, you gotta, like for her, she said something about the bills. You gotta push for what you want. Or, because I tell y'all to think positive, be positive. You gotta ask yourself because when God Almighty asked me that, I'm like, damn, what wasn't I pushing? I really wasn't telling people. Like, I told some people, but I wasn't going in like that. And then there's some people trying to come to me in secrecy to get clarity. And I figured that why? Because they embarrassed or afraid. That's why anything that because one thing about it, y'all, when you get your gifts, you getting that off of my vibration. And I'm not capping. Your vibration is not high enough to obtain that. That's why I was the chosen vessel. I grab it. That means it's able to obtain now. I put it within your grasp. And then if you follow the rules and the instructions of when I grabbed it, because it comes with rules and instructions, I pass it on to you. So with that being said, if I gave you a message or anything, because I had to say it on here too, yeah, get ready. Your shit gonna be taken away, damaged, or destroyed. Let's say I told you was gonna have a kid and you ain't shout me out. I don't know, because I remember I gave a message about that. Don't worry about it. Did I say it? Because I do apologize. I could have said that at the end, but I wanted to hurry up and get that shit out. I'm obedient. So if God Almighty stop me and tell me something, I'm going to stop. But you need to push for what you want. Like, let's say you need money to get your alternator fixed, right? For me, I was getting tested. It's totally different with y'all. Because I don't like to ask people for shit. So that's different with me. You got to push for what you want. In my case, my push would be I got on my community board and asked people who I felt comfortable with. Like, I had to sit myself down. For one, I don't like people. I don't like asking people for shit. I don't like to put myself in situations where I have to ask people for shit, right? So, with that being said, I had to really sit down and think, who the fuck could I ask? I don't fuck with people. Who do I trust? Remember, I don't trust nobody. So when I'm saying who do I trust, like in this moment, and I came up with, okay, you know what? I'm just going to put it on my community board and see who do with what. Because I'm not about to go ask this person, that person, this XYZ, right? That would be my push. A lot of y'all thinking materials is karma. It's not. Remember, you don't judge a man by his fucking materials. You judge him by his character. That's for one man and man. Just because a motherfucker got 10 cars in a nice house, that don't mean God Almighty gifted that motherfucker that. Satan gives out those type of rewards. God Almighty gifts you stuff like that too, but the first gifts and things that God Almighty gives you is peace of mind, happiness, joy, authenticity, meaning knowing your self-worth, being an individual. Those are the things that God Almighty gives you first. See, man taught you that by the fruits of their labor, right? Just because you got a car in the house, let me tell you what type of seeds came from that fruit. That's not something that comes from God Almighty. And I'm going to tell you why. When I see a person, they be like, oh, I'm a man or a woman of God, because you know they don't put that almighty on there, and they be like, I got this, that, to the third. I start laughing. Because all that show me is you materials. You're worldly. You got a big ass house and a nice car, but you ain't got a peace of mind. A high vibrating being like me knows you don't come from God Almighty. Yvonne just said she worried about her bills, or she not worried, or the bills is on her. But she has a peace of mind, or she has the ability to create peace in her mind behind this certain situation or scenario. Like, if people didn't know what P. Diddy did, a lot of y'all would be like, y'all would say God Almighty gifted him this and that. Let's be real. Let's remove all the stuff that we know about P. Diddy, right? Before y'all knew that he was this type of demon, you were saying that's y'all would say stupid shit like T.D. Jakes. Oh, that's a God fearing man. Da 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 da. That's what I'm telling y'all. When it comes to money or materials, that's the last thing that God Almighty gives you. It's not the first thing. Unless, like, let's say you homeless. God Almighty will get you a house, but that's not your end-all be-all house. It's just shelter for that moment to get you up out the cold. That's what I mean if God Almighty, oh, people trying to treat you funny with their car, God Almighty will gift you a car. That's what I mean by, like, those type of materials. When you get those coming from God Almighty, it's because you need it. You feel me? Meaning, oh, people done did this, that, to the third. You stayed pure. You ain't tried them, da 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 da. You kept it moving. So God Almighty said, hey, you ain't got to ask nobody for a ride no more. I'm going to gift you a car. That'd be the only time God Almighty gives you materials first. I'm just being real. I thought that was a siren. God Almighty gives you peace. Because let me tell you something. A soul, a spirit, an individual, a being that has a peace of mind is dangerous. You can't fuck with those people. That means if, like, let's say they alternator went out on their car, they have a peace of mind. They're unbothered by that. They don't cry. They don't do nothing. They don't worry. They don't fret. When you have a peace of mind, you have a better ability to answer questions, to think, to do research, all of that. Don't ever in your motherfucking life think that a being with materials is chosen or favored by God Almighty. Materials is numero uno on the devil's list of being gifted. When I see people with cars and houses, I go by the energy, right? If it's a green check, then that means that person worked for it. But being a high vibrating being, and I know God Almighty don't get you that first, you feel me? Because if you got a fucked up mental and you got a house, you gonna fuck it up. If you connected to somebody who don't serve you, and that's what I'm saying, telling you. When I see people with cars and houses and shit like that, the first thing that come to my mind is Satan gifted them that. That's why I go to the energy. That's no cap. I'm not being funny. I'm telling you how I view shit, how I look from my third eye, and how I size people up, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh, I just got all these houses, or I got all these cars and shit. I look to see if Satan is the nigga that's signing off on it. My friend said something to me the other day, and I told her, nope, I'm of high vibrations. Take that saying right out there away from me. I'm going to be good. I'm a positive energy. And that's what you keep doing. It's a reason why you won't hear tonight and for you to hear this message. So you going to get some help. I feel like somebody, whoever that person was, that's not the only person that you need to tell no to. I feel like the main person you need to tell no to is still in your energy somehow. I just don't know. But a lot of y'all need to understand this. You're not getting karma. You cleared out karma debt, and the earth is catching up with the other dimensions. You know you're not getting karma. You know you're not getting karma. Are you sick? Are you sick? Especially if you got sick and ain't been around nobody. Like, well, you could be around people like, most people get sick because they come in contact with somebody else that's sick. And I'm only talking to HVBs and divine beings. Like, remember when I first started out, I said God Almighty be fucking people up with sickness first. That's like a wonder, like the numero uno sign for you to sit the fuck down. You catching a cold. It's like a lot of stuff that takes with karma. That's why I'm telling, like, when she came to me, I told her, I said, girl, don't ever come to me no more and ask me stuff like this. And she said, why? I said, because then you made me look at you different. And she said, well, how? I said, because you know what the fuck you done did. If you know you out here being pure, then you know it ain't karma. She never looked at it like that. That's why certain stuff, the way y'all move or reach out to me, it makes me look at you. Once I get the indication that I need to look at you, I'm forever watching you. I don't give a fuck if we chopping it up. I don't give a fuck if we go on vacation. I don't give a fuck if I go to your baby shower. I could be a bridesmaid at your wedding. I got my eye on you. And the eye that I got on you is my third eye. I pay attention. Anybody that make you feel uneasy, don't ever take your eyes up off of them. I'm not telling you to focus on them or to make your life about them or everything that you do revolve around them. No, I'm telling you that don't ever, ever, ever take your eye off that person. Meaning don't trust shit that they do, shit that they say. Everything with them is skeptical. Until they prove to you that they're worthy. Everybody gotta fight for their spot in my life. I don't give a fuck who you is. Ain't nobody just gonna come up and grab a seat. That shit is over. Seat's taken, bitch. You gonna show me why I should allow you to even think about sitting in this seat. And for those of you who say, I ain't showing you shit, cool beans, you just a green confirmation, let me know not to fuck with you to begin with. Because people that really fuck with you, if they really want to fuck with you, come on now. It's cause I usually, hold up. Is it cause usually I don't get your notifications until you're already done, but I was asleep and I got the beep and I hopped on. But that's a confirmation, baby. And I just looked up, it said 222. That's a confirmation. And the way that I read it, I seen it. Like I see, like it was like your spirit, like get on up, get up, get up. Get up, because this message is for you. This message is for you. You don't get a notification. This message is for you. Get up, get up, get up. Like the energy that's going to be transferred to you is what you need. That's what I mean by my vibration. That's why you cannot do energy manipulation. Like when you really know what you're doing or when you're really chosen, you know everything. I just don't tell you everything. My vibration is what grabs it. If I wasn't high vibrating, then I wouldn't be able to even be beside God Almighty to get the message. You have to be a certain vibration in order for God Almighty to hand you anything. And y'all know I'm not capping because I done said that numerous of times. So it's my vibration that gets the energy. It's my intuition that deciphers and decodes it. And the energy that I embody, meaning I'm legit, is what makes it able to transfer successfully. Does this make sense? And no, I don't get credit for none of your shit. You put the work in. I'm just explaining in the detail how shit is done. You must have a certain vibration. And I'm not trying to be funny. Nobody on this God Almighty earth has my vibration. Nobody. Like, it's like people like Cat Williams is highly intelligent. He does not have my fucking vibration. Nobody has my vibration, and I'm gonna keep it a band. I don't think nobody's gonna, like, when I be looking at the vibration sheets and shit, like the little charts, it's like I'm in a league of my own for real, because it's no other energy. Like, let's say my shit, I'm supposed to hit 250 and y'all hit 200. Like, nobody's shit is set up to be 250, 375, 444, 600. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Because I was looking at it, I said, damn, I'm the only person, because I was looking at it, and I said, damn, like, every lifetime my shit is like this. I said, nobody, that's how I know for a fact that when I put a message out and I see it being, like, said twice, that's how I know that they're capping. Nobody, like, the vibration and the energy and then the intuition. You must embody the energy. Then you need your intuition to decode it. And you must be a certain vibration to get it. All three of those things, you need all three. You cannot just have one or two. But your spirit told you to wake up because you need to let that shit go. Like, let's say you need help paying your bills. Don't focus on that you need help paying them. Focus on you having the money already to pay them. That's how you manifest that shit in. But you need to release somebody or someone, though. That'll really kick it off. Like, it'll really kick it off. I don't know. Like, let's say, I'm just making this up. Let's say it's your mama. I mean, hey, titles belong on cars. It's just somebody that you won't cut off, or you don't. I don't know why you ain't cut them off. You know they toxic, though. They could be kin to you. It could be a boss. I don't know who it is, but somebody toxic. Like, you know they toxic. It's like you can be having a good day, like to help you figure out who this person is. You can be having a good day, and then all of a sudden you interact with this person. It just, I don't know. It's making me rub my, well, now I'm scratching my third eye with my fingernail. Like, this person, like when I do that, talking about somebody, that lets me know this is a dummy. I mean, this is somebody who's not spiritually woke. This is somebody who's not tapped in. This is a low vibrational person. This is somebody who feel like they want to control you. Like, let's say you need help. They'll try to, I don't know, it's just something where somebody want control over you or tell you. That's why I said your mom. It might not be your mother, but it's somebody who want authority over you or something. Well, if you take it down here and don't go what you thought you were going to do and do it over here, then it's going to work. No, bitch, it's not. I mean, I do apologize just in case if it is your mama. It's just, I don't know. Somebody just got some negative ass Nancy or negative Nathan energy. And that's why you can't get shit. And another way to show you who this motherfucker is let's say the same bills that you need help with is the same bills they behind. Let's say you didn't need help with bills, right? But then you started, this motherfucker don't never fuck with you. But then when they get broke, they want to come around you. Now all of a sudden you like, what the fuck? They coming over your house or doing some shit because you need help. You feel me? I mean, because they need help. Now they done left or did something. You need help. Oh, hell no. I firmly believe that, oh man, it is. You're dead on. Because something ain't. Like, when I feel that, because to help you, because I know you understand what I'm saying, but to help you, like, when I feel the energy, it's just something about the energy that just, I feel like you feel it, you just ignore it. Like, I don't know, like, because it's showing me, like, I'm looking dead at you, right? And it's like, you see what I see, so I'm taking that off my intuition and off the energy. It's like you feel it or you sense it or something. You just be like, nah. Like, I feel the energy off the rip. I didn't know if it was a mother or who. It's just somebody that feel like, I don't know, somebody just, I don't know. It's like they go through some shit. They come over there to you, transfer the energy, and it never crossed your mind. It never slips your mind that that's an energy transfer until now. Your spirit said, get your ass on up because you about to learn some shit today. And when you learn this shit, we going to work. Because somebody said, I go to work. That's a throwback song. Go to work. Yeah, like your spirit really about to help you with something. You got to think positive, remain positive, make sure your environment is positive. To the rest of the people that's watching, I do apologize for y'all that's new. Wherever God Almighty put that energy at, we could be talking about the color purple and then start talking about food. It don't matter. I pick up the energy. And certain shit, I go ahead and get it out the way. Because if I'm talking about something I want to talk about, I go ahead and throw shit out. But remember, if you're sick, that's karma. Okay, that's not you fulfilling karma debt. That's karma. Okay? If you got a peace of mind, your mental still good, you vibrating high, you been your authentic self, you connected to God Almighty, don't worry about if you getting karma. People that's connected to God Almighty damn sure ain't getting no karma. People that's connected to G.O.D. getting their ass whooped. People that's connected to Jesus getting their ass whooped. Nah. People that's connected to God Almighty, ELOHYM, Allah, Source, the Creator, the highest of the high, they not getting karma. And if they is, it's good karma. You get the sun card. You get the light. That means you won't ever be in the dark. That means that black sun absorbed all debt. So if you in debt right now, right? And I know you don't want to hear this, but it's up to God Almighty when it comes to the time frame or whenever. Don't focus on that debt because you are the reason why the debt is still here. Because you focusing on it. Oh, how I'm going to pay this student loan? How I'm going to pay this student loan? That's why the shit ain't disappeared. Because you focusing on it. Your energy is what's keeping it here. Don't focus on the debt. I'm sitting here telling you, I gave y'all like 3 lives ago, I said, is removing all blockages. Debt is a blockage. Okay, if you owe a bill, right, and you get $200, you got to pay that bill. That's blocking you or stopping you from doing what you really want to do with the 200. Debt is a blockage. All debt has been paid. And I said blockages is removed. It's Mother Earth got to catch up. And no, Mother Earth ain't slow like snail. It's a process with her. Remember, she got people that live on her that's negative. You feel what I'm saying? Different people throwing out energy. She know how to do her job. You feel me? Shout out to Mother Earth. You know we fuck with Mother Earth. Shout out to Mother Earth. I do, oh my goodness. You do what? Because y'all know I help y'all asses. I ain't like that. It's just that I don't like people be trying to overdo it or be trying to take mine. You feel me? Oh, she giving out free shit or she doing this, let me go. And then you help them one time, the next thing you know, they send you like 30 goddamn emails back to back. And then I had to turn into a bitch. Because the first couple of ones, I be throwing subtle hints and they be live and direct. Like, well, you know what? I charge for this. Like, that's live and direct. That's not me beating around the bush. And then I turn into a bitch because I say, look, if you want to ask me something, book a reading or book a session. Not you. I'm not talking to you, Miss Yvonne. It's a reason why I'm gifting you your message. It has nothing to do with you. And that's on God Almighty. When you said your spirit woke your ass up, I already knew what it was. I had messages for you in an envelope. When it comes to shit like this means God Almighty told me to do this. That's what I mean by I give away free shit. When God Almighty be like, hey, get this message to such and such, I'm not about to charge you. I can't. What the fuck I'm going to charge you for? That's why I keep telling y'all, bitches who do extended readings are fake as fuck. If I do an extended message, it's still free. How you gonna have how is the initial energy, the initial message free? So that means you not carrying the energy from the beginning. I mean, from the first one. Because the first one was free, damn it. So if this is a continuance of the story, shouldn't it be free? And then for 2, God Almighty not going to charge you for a message. My YouTube messages are free. Do y'all pay for this? I didn't think so. So how was you on YouTube charging people for an extended? That means the message don't come from God Almighty. I don't give a fuck what they said. Use your own discerning spirit. Some of y'all don't even got to use that. Your common sense or your logic click when I said that. Like, damn, she right. Why the fuck is you, if the initial, because remember, they saying, oh, I pulled the heavy energy because I said it. So if that's the case, the heavy energy was free. Why is you making the extended and charging people? Why is you charging people off a message that you said came from God Almighty? Miss Yvonne, and I'm joking. This how you know I'm joking. You got to pay me $1 billion. I wish the fuck I would try to come up off of God Almighty. God Almighty showed me the energy. Hey, this is when people come book with you. And this is where, oh, okay. What I just did for Miss Yvonne, that's that, oh, okay. Y'all better pay attention. And I know y'all like, we was just talking about karmic debt. Yeah, but God Almighty said, make sure you tell them, make sure you keep reiterating the signs and symptoms to show that these motherfuckers is not of God Almighty. You think God Almighty gonna say, hey, I'm gonna help you do this, get you right in there, cliffhanger readings, and then be like, well, you know what? You gotta pay me to get the rest of this. When have you ever heard God Almighty say some stupid shit like that? Or do some stupid shit like that? I can tell you who the fuck do that dumb shit. Satan. That got Satan energy all over it. The audacity for you to even think that divinity will do some fuck shit like that. Since her, she always treated me different, but I always helped her with no question because she's mom. Girl, I was getting ready to say, is you the middle child? But I ain't going to do that because sometimes, because with me doing these readings and shit, I done seen the oldest child have middle child energy, then a baby have middle child energy. But it's over, the energy that I describe it is middle child energy. The middle child be the one who don't give a fuck, the one that's different from the rest of the gang. It usually be the black sheep out of that family, not the whole family, but like let's say mom, dad, brother, and sister. They be the ones that be self-sufficient and shit. They ain't the ones that's always calling, needing for help, like the oldest and the youngest or whatever. You always have your shit together. And then you the responsible one. You just said you took care of mom. Like, you be quick. Like, I'm going to say this because God Almighty say it. Like, my brother the oldest, my sister the youngest, right? That make me the middle child. Out of all of them, I'm the one that don't give a fuck. Like, really don't give a fuck. I tell you what it is, what the fuck it ain't going to be. Right? My mom, she did more for Brandon because he was the oldest and Raven because she was the baby. But she told me, she said the energy that you, well, she ain't said the energy, like who I am as a person, I don't need her. And I really didn't. In fact, I was able to always help her. But my mom ain't do me like the way your mama. She said I'm the second out of 8. That's crazy. It's still, even though it's not the middle child, you still giving, because I said second child. Or did I say the middle child? It don't matter. It's still middle child energy though. Because if you got 8 siblings, you be the one that do more for her. Like, let's say she need $100. She done asked all 7 of them. They either can't do it, far away. Oh, I got to pay. I got bills to pay. But you always come through. Let's say if you don't even got the money, you'll figure out some way or give her half, give her some. I don't know. The rest of the motherfuckers don't do that. So, and she treating you like, I'm going to tell you, like I told a couple of people, and it's crazy because for these last couple of weeks, it's been the same energy. It's been repetitive. I had to tell a few people this. Sometimes parent was in this energy. Sometimes parents know, like my mama knew that I was always on my shit because I didn't ask nobody for help. She knew that because she didn't like to ask people for help. I'm a product of her. So my mom had to tell me, she was like, it ain't that I don't love you, I don't like you, or you're not the favorite. She was like, I don't got to worry about you. She said, that's a good thing, Brittany. She said, having to worry about Brandon and Raven, she said, that's bad. She's the exact my mom told me, and me saying this is about to make me cry a little bit. Because she said if she died today, she wouldn't have to worry about me. She told me out her mouth she would not have to worry about me. That's the energy I feel like I get up off your mom. I'm not saying how she treats you or how she do you is right because your mom got a little wickedness to her. But out of all the 8 kids, she holds you in high regards. And it may not seem like it, but she does. Because with the rest of them, she got to be mother. You feel me? Like she gotta wipe their mouth. They gotta boo-boo. She gotta clean it up and put a Band-Aid on it. They having a bad day. Like, you 40-something years old and you calling her. You feel me? Like, it's shit like that. I don't know. It's just, I don't even know why I said 40 years old. But it's just like, damn. Call your husband. Call your wife. Call your best friend. Quit calling your fucking mama all the time. It might be a boy or something. Let's say it's 8 girls. She might be masculine. Shit. Mama's boy, I don't know. Like, somebody need to get their shit together as far as, because with, like, out of all this energy gets on my nerves. I don't even know who it is, but this motherfucking energy gets on my nerves. This is aggravating, irritating, annoying type of fucking ass energy. This is somebody, like, what, like, if I was one of your siblings, I'd be the one like, damn, why the fuck you always calling mama? With your punk ass. Sit the fuck down somewhere. Like, damn, you 40 years old, you still calling your mama nigga? I don't know. Like, it's just stupid shit. I don't know. Somebody needs something. Some maturity, some adult. And I feel like you might even bump heads with the energy that I'm talking about and possibly spoke on it. But everybody else fucking sugarcoating it or enabling the motherfucker. I don't know. Just somebody, look, it just, because you could, for the people that's watching, and I know y'all like, damn, she just went from 0 to 1,000. It's energy. Because you see how I'm calm, cool, and collected now? It's energy. It's like when I'm describing the energy, that's because the energy is on me. And the more I describe it, the more I feel it. until it gets up off me. I'm the same. I never asked her for help or anyone, even at my worst. I know, that's why I described it. Like, I use myself as an example because I ain't even gonna lie to you, baby. I'm not good with words, and it's no excuse. I vibrate high, so I be having to check myself and say, hey, sometimes you be saying shit, whether it's regular or degular, people not gonna get it because they're not on your vibration. So I use an example real quick because that's one thing I'm good with is examples. When God Almighty placed the energy of my mind, that's when I said, oh yeah, she got that energy. That's why I used it when I said, because I said, fuck it. My brother is the oldest, my sister the youngest. I don't know. I just get that energy. I'm real good with energy, like for real, for real. All jokes aside. It's just that you got somebody that, I don't know, whoever this person is that's irritating and annoying, something gonna happen to them. I'm not saying like they gonna die or something. I mean, that's a possibility because God Almighty just showed me the death card. We ain't gonna rule that out. I was gonna rule it out. Nah, but they gonna get their ass set the fuck down, and mommy ain't gonna be able to help them. Somebody might get locked up. Somebody might get locked up. They won't let me out. Oh, somebody gonna get locked up. Somebody gonna be facing some charges or something, baby. Somebody got the judicial system on their ass. Out of 7 kids, somebody about to get locked. Black sheep. When you're the one that's supposed to be chosen to fucking break the generational cycles, you hear them sirens? Of course they'll do them. I mean, I knew sirens was gonna drop, but I didn't know that. I thought they were gonna drop earlier. They dropped them now. Everybody gonna 6 people. She said she got 8 siblings. There's 6 people in here. 6 of your siblings is gonna get some bad fucking karma, and one of them, 6 of them gonna get bad karma. And I feel like out of 8 siblings, you do got one sibling that you probably cool and tight with. And what I mean by cool and tight with, y'all might not talk on the phone every day, but because I know you said they all treat you different. I feel like maybe they do, but I don't know. I'm getting one energy. Unless this person be mean to you, to your face, and they be nice behind your back. I don't know. It's just I get this energy from off of one of your siblings because I saw 6 of them getting badass karma, and one of them not really getting that much badass karma. But one of them is one of them that fuck with you. I feel like the only reason why this person is getting a little bit of karma is because you hear the sirens getting louder. It's because they're tied to the 6 people, or they feed. I don't know. Like, let's say this person, I agree to say she. Let's say she be like, I said it twice. Let's say she be like, y'all shouldn't treat Yvonne like that because she going through XYZ. And then they'll be like, da 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 da, and they might say true. You know what I'm saying? Like stupid shit like that. That was a dumbass example, but I don't know. I know they getting karma because they don't sit up and talk shit about you. I feel like they have your back because like the shit that they be gossiping about don't be the truth. I just feel like this person knows that they shouldn't engage with them, but because they're siblings, they feel like they have to. That's why I say titles don't belong on cars. Let's say all of them go out every Saturday. That's going to stop. And the person who I said that you get along with, Ben stop going on Saturdays. They might go every other Saturday or not at all. It's just something about that energy, though. From them 6, and it's still 6 people. And here's what I'm telling you. Something gonna happen to them, to your people. I don't know. Well, I do know. I can't tell you. Some of them got 3 of them got 3 of them. 3 of them is waiting by a decision. I was about to say anonymous decision. 3 of them is waiting on choice, meaning they at a certain point on their timeline where they got to make a decision. So if they make the right decision, then they live to fight another day. And it's like the other 3 ain't got no choice. They spirit, like they done went through the 5D. They stood in that line. They done went in the spiritual court. They energy done got sent up with the ticket on it. Like they do for, it's like they already in the energy of ass whooping. The other 3 is like just getting ready. That's what I'm telling you. And it's like once all 6 of them be in karma. Because remember, It's strength in numbers, and they was in numbers against you. So when all of them become in karma, baby, this is gonna get way worse than what the fuck it is. Yes, my younger sister's always been cordial with me, but they gang up on me. Yeah, she gonna fall back. I feel like she gonna have a spiritual awakening then if she the one. Because it's just something with that sibling that fuck with you that's going to see like these motherfuckers is goofy. Or I don't know. It's just something that she just, it's a realization. Let me just tell you what the energy is. It's a realization energy. She's going to realize something. And it's something of good. Like, ooh, you know what? We ain't got nothing in common. Like, let's say they go out to eat and they treating the waiter bad. She don't want to be associated with them no more. I don't know. It's something that she just don't want to, I don't know. And then the crazy part about it is when all this shit go down, everybody gonna have to come back to who? You. And that's when God Almighty, that's when God Almighty look at you. Don't have the mindset that society teach you. Oh, God Almighty is gonna love you more if you love on them. That's bullshit. God Almighty said don't have two red cheeks, baby. And the reason why you don't got two red cheeks is because God Almighty came in and put a stop to that shit. Meaning, when these motherfuckers go through their karma and they come to you, is you gonna fall for the okie doke or is you gonna listen to your spirit? That's what I mean by all eyes on you. They're gonna be watching you. Your ancestors, your divine forces, everything, but your ancestors is more inclined to step in. And what I mean by step in is not interfere with the choices that you make, but step in and be like, hey, cheer you on. Like if they see you getting drained from somebody, they'll place it upon your spirit to make you just feel annoyed by this person and you'll pull back. Like I'm telling you, that's what I mean by your ancestors to step in. They're gonna do their job because they want you to. When God Almighty got the eyes on you, that means you about to get something. That's what I tell people. God Almighty only watch you when God Almighty is testing you. After a test, you get a reward if you pass. And another thing is, if God Almighty gives you something, you can't share it with the devil. That's the best way to sum that up. If you know your brother the devil, why would you go and pay his fucking bills off? Now God Almighty just gifted you that. Now you about to lose it. That's for everybody that's watching or gonna watch it. When God Almighty gifts you something, you cannot share it with the devil. How do you know who the devil? Because you got a business and motherfuckers wasn't supporting it and sharing it. Devil. People talking shit about you. Devil. Lying, cheating, stealing. Devil. Like it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is say, damn, will God Almighty do that? Nope. God Almighty whoop ass, but the ass that God Almighty whoop is ass that deserve punishment. God Almighty not gonna snake you. God Almighty not gonna lie to you. God Almighty not gonna cheat. God Almighty not gonna copy you. So it's common sense. That's how you know who of the devil and who of God Almighty. When the devil try to reach out and try to get something that God Almighty gifted me, what I do is I dress it up. Because remember, they in the illusion. I dress it up. Let's say the motherfucker want a blue bow. I dress the bomb, BOMB, up like a blue bow. They're dumb. They're low vibrational. They don't know that it's a BOMB. Even if it was ticking, they'll think it's a noise type of fucking hair bow. That motherfucker open it and bah! They sent you a picture. One thing that I like to do is play the fool to fool somebody who think they fooling me. I love playing that role. I'm telling you, I love playing that role. Because it's just, because when the end part, it be the end result for me. When the end part come up and they see that I'm victorious and I'm still standing, I like to look them dead in their face. And I like to say, yeah, you thought I didn't know. But I knew this whole fucking time. And the audacity to think that you were going to have one up over on God Almighty. Because that's who telling me, hey, When I lay down and go to sleep and I see any of my fake ass friends or family members inside my motherfucking dreams, I already know what the fuck that mean. Motherfuckers about to get their ass whooped. It ain't no watch out for them because they not in contact with me. I know for a fact. If you dealing with Tom, right, then that could be a sign you need to watch out for Tom. But if you ain't spoke to Tom in 10 years and Tom is in your dream, that means God Almighty about to turn that motherfucker every which way but loose. Don't fucking play with it. Don't play with it. I've been on here for 50 minutes. Oh shit. I'm gonna say this at what, 50? I'm gonna wait till it say 51 and then I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna hurry up and put that message out when it's on 51 so I know the timestamp it. So again, until it get to 51, y'all are not experiencing karma from God Almighty. If it's dealing with your bills, okay, materials, some of y'all gotta let go. I know y'all don't want to hear this. Some of y'all gotta let go of something in order for you to obtain it. So you might have to lose your house in order for you to get a new house. It's up to God Almighty, 50-50. It could be either or, okay? I'm not God Almighty. I'm just a messenger. So whatever God Almighty give me is what I can give to you. 51 on the clock. Gay Z. Remember I was speaking on Beyonce, right? So I seen this little big lip fucker. Cause remember I told y'all he did some shit where he tried to pay some shit. I told you he was doing some sneaky conniving shit, right? So let me tell you what the fuck we saw. This nigga, first they showed me 50 Cent when he was like, oh, P. Diddy ain't calling Jay-Z, oh, he ain't picking up. Like when they showed me that shit. Let me tell you what the fuck this nigga did. That nigga Gay-Z is sitting up at the table with these fake elite, and them motherfuckers is in there. Oh my lord. When I mean they about to drag motherfucking P. Diddy. I'm talking about they about to take that man and tie his ass up to the back of the fastest car, a fucking cheetah, and drag his ass. And oh, the nigga that you spanked on the ass on stage and 50 Cent bow-legged ass was walking, yeah, Gay-Z. He done threw that nigga under the bus. That nigga done brought out, y'all thought P. Diddy was telling on people with shit. And I know your little punk ass hear this, Diddy. If I was you, I'ma keep that shit a band. You do what the fuck you want to do. It's 5 of wands between y'all whole little group anyway. But remember where the fuck you heard it first from, and I'm telling you the truth, the divine truth. So look, siren. Dang, I was getting ready to say God Almighty, and God Almighty shushed my lip and put a siren in. Yeah, you definitely better listen to me, buddy, but you do what the fuck you want to do. Free trust of will. If I was you, I would go ahead and expose Gay-Z, baby, because on your mama, that nigga was at the table with everything on your ass, and you know I'm not capping. You want me to tell you what the fuck I know? I know. You want to know how I know? It's because I seen it. One time, you, Gay-Z, and these 2 white dudes, y'all went somewhere, and I'm not gonna put too much out. Whoever watching this, his assistant, KRYST, whichever, somebody be watching for Diddy. It was you, Jay-Z, and 2 white wealthy men. Y'all was doing something. No, it's not a sexual act. Y'all possibly could have partaked after this. It was a business meeting, a business deal that involved a murder. Remember y'all was sitting at that table? And at first, because it's 4 energies there, your energy is the only energy that really didn't want to do it, but you did it so you could keep your fame. The other 3 was just Jay-Z and them 2, 3. Yeah, they were just boom, boom, boom. You know I'm not lying. That's on your mammy. If I was you, you better go ahead and turn them receipts in on Gay-Z, because he the main nigga that was sitting at that goddamn table with them other 2 people that you wasn't sitting with. So that lets me know. Remember what the fuck happened when it was 4 of y'all sitting at the table, and what the fuck y'all came up with. You hear that siren? Oh, don't fucking play with me. These sirens going off. That's not a coinky thing, I'm telling you. Now your ass ain't at that table no more, and them 3 niggas is at that table. Look, I'm telling you, burnt. Gay-Z done threw your ass up under the bus, baby. I told y'all he was trying to do some shit where he don't get fucked up. Then try to die down that little Rockefeller brunch. All that dumb shit. That's what I'm telling you. God Almighty about to bust his ass the fuck open. Whether P. Diddy expose his ass or not, it's a video that's gonna drop. And once that motherfucking video drop, they don't give a fuck who try to snatch it up off the internet. Baby, that screen record, all that shit, people too suave. They gonna have it everywhere. They gonna drop a video. And no, it's not AI. No, that's not a crisis actor. That is fucking Sean Carter. That's who the fuck that is. Gay Z. Hova, Jiggaman, numerous names like Satan. Said you petty. Oh, fuckface weasel. Thank you. You gave me just what I needed. Don't thank me, baby. I mean, no problem. That's God Almighty. God Almighty knew. I didn't know it was going to be you. I just knew an energy was going to come to me on this live. I just didn't know what it was about because I ain't peeped. It's getting to a point where I like to be surprised now. Sometimes I come in the game, I'm like, oh, this person is going to ask me about love. Or this energy is about such and such. But for the most part, I be peeking. I mean, for the most part, I don't be peeking no more. But I had to catch myself because I was going to say, no need, no problemo. But back to Gazy ass, it did it. Let me tell you what that motherfucker did. When he got done with them two white people, he went to these other people. He even sat down with the like he was going with people from the United Nations. I don't know. He was going everywhere, meeting different type of people that push the same fuck agenda that you push. I mean that the fake elite push. I agree. Say don't send another siren. You better send another siren. Push another. Push the. I agree. Say can you get to me in a different way? Cause them sirens is really getting on my nerves. That motherfucker went to these certain places. I'm telling you, bro, they even go make, like, I seen this one dude, he like a computer hack or a computer genius. They even gonna come up with a fake ass video. Like, and the judges against you too, nigga. I see them stop at the judge house. They did something sexual. Cause I smell it. Stinky. And you know, safe sex smell like rubber. So he ain't used no condom. Yeah, I'm being petty. They gonna feed some videotape to one of your judges or the judge that you got. I don't know. Remember where the fuck you heard it from? Cause hey, this is my vibration. This is my energy. I'm telling you, it's something about they gonna put something on the and this how you gonna know that it was make believe. Cause even the feds gonna be looking like, what? Where you get that from? And they gonna have to do a damn continuance or something. Cause you know, like you supposed to let the DA or whoever cross look at the fucking evidence or whatever's being presented. They got to be prepared or something. They're gonna do a continuance. I'm telling you, because even the feds is gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, what? Where did this video come from? And the way that they doctored that bitch up is kind of hard to tell if it's, because it's so, because it look authentic. But in divine timing, it's gonna be shown that it's fake. It's like when I look at it, I instantly see what's off about it. Like, you feel me? It's like high vibrating beings see the shit. And then when they be presented to the people like this is what's it, they're gonna be like, damn, that was in our face the whole time. Yeah, hiding in plain sight. And that's crazy because we were speaking on that last week, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, but y'all 51, I said. Yeah, he about to get his ass whooped. Cause he had the 40-40 club and I said the 50-50. That's 10 up higher. So this, oh shit. Ooh. P. Diddy. That nigga about to raise his rank off of getting rid of your ass. That's what that is. That nigga tried to make sure them damn one of that. What's that little boy name? I don't know what the fucking nigga name is. I don't know what they son name is. He tried to make sure, oh, this nigga is petty. You better tell. I'm telling you about to tell. This nigga about to get, because remember he said he was a third Mason. He about to move up on the line, like move up. And in order for him to move up, he had to get rid of you, sacrifice. And remember when I said he could take himself out? I feel like if he don't go to prison, if he do die, the fake elite got him. And Gazy put the hit out. Or he co-signed the hit, or he put his blood on the hit. Thank you. Meaning that P. Diddy blood will be on his hands. It'll be on his spirit, his energy. But remember what the fuck I'm telling y'all, because this shit, Carisha and JT got secret beef because JT knows some shit. She know a lot of shit that Carisha done did, and in divine timing, cause they're going to publicly fight, and what I mean by publicly fight is like on Twitter, go back and forth, and JT is gonna get whatever the fuck she been wanting off her, like she been having some shit on. I'ma keep it a band. What time is this? This is 1 o'clock. We talk about JT then. JT has a vendetta against Carisha cause she the one who got locked up. She has a big vendetta and she's been hanging on the stuff and she never physically told her. So it's made her become disgusted with Carisha or just overall don't like her no more. Because instead of her communicating it or her saying, well, she not going to get it, that's why she ain't communicated. I don't know. It's something about her energy. Where it's something on her mind, she going to get it off. Something on her chest, she going to say it with her chest. Right now, it's like secret, subliminals. She gonna put a name on it. And once they go back and forth, now this is through choice. If Carisha bite the bait, then what the fuck I'm about to tell y'all now, JT gonna motherfucking pull out she gonna pull some shit out of the closet. Cause they showing me, he came out that closet. Like she gonna pull some shit out of the closet. If Carisha don't feed into it or don't say nothing, then she not gonna be able to do what she wanna do. She have to wait on her next opportunity until it plays out. That means if she didn't get her today, next month, if she didn't get her next month, it's like that energy is due for them to go back and forth against each other. Whether she choose to or not, it's gonna always present itself until they go back and forth with each other. Cause it's an energy on JT that she has to get up off of her. So, and that's how she gonna get it up off of her. That crazy. Look, I'm just a messenger. I know what the fuck I see. So if you start hearing people trying to speak on JT and Carisha, as far as what the fuck I said, they fraud. Click off. Return negative energy back to sender. Ask for restitution on your energy. And then you tell your ancestors and your divine forces. Because at the end of the day, when a fake ass reader don't tell you that they're fake, because that's a lie. They supposed to, like the FDA, like they supposed to tell you, hey, and they not telling you. So that's why you get to set your intentions. If I was you, I'd say some shit. Well, you say what you want to say. I put death cards, Scorpio on everything. After you return the energy back to sender and ask for restitution on your energy, you tell your ancestors and your divine forces to do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's up to you. But you got to make sure that it's called for. You can't be just saying, oh, fuck their kids up. Some people, because you dislike their kids. No, that's an evil will intention behind it. You feel me? Like you gotta make sure the intentions match. But I said to JT, I did them. I did the Gay Z about how he threw P. Diddy up. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That I dislike, look, she said you bring it back. Hell yeah, I dislike that nigga Gay Z a great fucking deal, y'all. Just to be sitting and y'all, let me tell you something. My spirit was just, I said, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. And God Almighty said, why? Ain't nothing been said or done. I said, just looking at him. It's just something about how his big ass bell pepper nose, even though he got surgery on it, all the niggas in the game, majority, 85% of the niggas in the game done got cosmic surgery. Same thing as bitches. They nose done, body done. Every last one of them, because they showing me. Except for certain people. Like, y'all know Kiss ain't getting no surgery done. You see how he looking. You feel me? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just something about how his nose and his lips is. Like, when he was sitting there talking, I don't like them big ass damn dick suckers, soup coolers. I don't know. It was just his mouth. It was just the way he was sitting there. It just made it just. Ugh. I had to get up out of there. It's just the area where his nose and his mouth is at. It's like from his nose on down. It irritates me just looking at it. Like he got booty hole lips. You feel me? Like I don't know. It's just ugh. But his ass was sitting in there, y'all. And that motherfucker, I said, oh, he slick Rick. That motherfucker said, we gonna make you high ranking. I said, oh, that's what he doing. He going up in rank. I said the 10. I'm like, this bitch nigga don't get no 10. What the fuck? But I looked at it. It's 10 of swords, so it's negative. He just moves up in negative energy, like a higher warlock. You feel me? That nigga signed that bitch in blood quicker than you could say get it back in blood. You feel me? I said, God damn. What's that nigga name? Baskinet. I know what his name is. Bostic. I call his ass Baskinet. That goddamn Baskinet dude, Basquet, whatever his name is, the painter dude. Yeah, they did some type of sex ritual. Somebody got something that you can't get rid of between them two too. I'm talking about. He went back there and made love to his partner. Beyonce, I don't think Beyonce, Sasha Fierce either. Well, Sasha Fierce be fucking bitches. I don't know. They said, damn, you telling everything. I don't think Beyonce Lil Cootie been played with or touched with, cause I'm trying to tell you, she do not. They ain't, he ain't fucking her, touch her, none of that. He like niggas. I'm telling y'all, he like niggas. Cause I'm sitting over here looking at the bitch Sasha Fierce, and she over here giving a bitch head. It's like he like niggas and she like bitches. The shit is crazy. Meanwhile, Beyonce in the middle. It's not funny, y'all. It's not funny, but I'm just, Malcolm supposed to be in the middle. But it's just, I'm like, what the hell? So look, y'all about to see Blue Ivy? I don't know, but after he had those meetings here, there, and everywhere, he went to have sex with his lover. Then they showing me like the next 2 days or the next day. Yeah, it's something with him and Blue Ivy. I'm telling you. And that little boy. The twin of the little girl, I don't know. Her energy's not on here. Is she or the grandma or something? Rumney. What the fuck? What is that? Rumney? Rumay? I don't know what these fucking names is. What's his name? Seth? I know his name ain't no goddamn Seth. Okay, look, y'all, I do apologize. I don't know her fucking kid's name. Okay, boy, them ain't even her kids anyway. I don't know their kid's name. But the little girl, I don't know. She might be of the grandma, of Beyonce grandma, even though they ain't her kids. A spirit can be a spirit. You feel me? It goes where God Almighty directed to go. Because they showing me when I said, damn, these spirits are in the flesh now. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the twin sister, because I only see Blue Ivy and a little boy. And that's what Jay-Z want to put that energy on them or involve them in this. He told them people that they could have Blue Ivy and that little boy. As long as he go out with a banger. Like, he might put out another album or try to drop some shit. And they lie and say that he sold the most. Knowing damn well ain't nobody buying that shit. Who the fuck really? People be saying he the GOAT. He not. He the camel. Who the fuck? I ain't ever heard nobody, and I'm keeping it the band. I ain't ever heard nobody say, hey, put that Jay-Z on. Like, y'all, I'm trying to tell you. I ain't heard nobody say that. Like, ain't nobody out here but playing his fucking music. Not even his old shit. But you guarantee to hear somebody saying, I hear something, pull off. What the fuck? The fuck? Boom, boom. Many man, wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I ain't see. Like, you can ride around and hear people still bumping old 50 Cent or old people music in general. Old Wayne, old whoever. Ain't nobody fucking bumping no goddamn Gay-Z. Ain't nobody bumping your shit, nigga. Ain't nobody rocking no damn Rockaware. Ain't nobody rocking no goddamn Sean John. Ain't nobody rocking no goddamn Darion. Ain't nobody rocking none of the shit you pull out. Your liquor weak as fuck because it got demons in it. Like your cologne stink because you stink. Like your dreads even fake. You can't even grow dreads. You feel me? Like, come on. This is a talentless motherfucker. How is the motherfucker who is the worst out of, like, I don't give a fuck. Little Nas rap better than this nigga. Uzi Vert rap better than this nigga. Who else is another can't rap motherfucker? I don't know. Cause Kodak can rap. I fuck with Kodak. I don't know. But Jay-Z ain't got no fucking talent. Not a skill, not nothing. He can't skip, hum, paint, rap, dance, None of that shit. Can't dress a mannequin. The only thing he good at doing is sucking dick and selling his soul. Like, the shit that he good at doing is pure negative. Straight negative. Getting somebody knocked off. He good at that. He good at sucking dick and taking dick. But as far as rapping, not good at it. Acting, not good at it. Dancing, not good at it. Cooking, not good at it. He's not good at nothing. He created a clothing line, failed. He not good at being a business partner. That's why ain't none of his business people around. He only using Memphis Bleak to make it seem like, okay, I got one of my day ones with me. They ain't even cool like that. Don't let them fool you. He probably give Memphis Bleak $3 million to lie and talk good shit about him every once in a Blue Moon video that he dropped. Like, come on. Do I need to tell everything this fuck nigga doing? Because that's why I be telling y'all, I know way more than I put out on here. Somebody dug in somebody's ass, put a thumb in the ass, and then licked their thumb and then made it go, like, popped it. And they said you going hard. That's why he don't like Chris Brown. Popping. I'm going to tell you something. They said go hard on this nigga. That's why he don't like Chris Brown. Okay, remember when I said Rihanna was jealous of Beyonce? It's because Rihanna and Jay-Z, and still to this day, they be fucking every now and then. But it's not a fuck like, oh, I miss you, let's fuck. It's a ritual. Because it's like he performed it when she was a little kid. So he got I don't know, every 3 years or 5 years, I don't know what they do. They do some fuck shit. But, yeah, cause I seen, that's why I said, what the fuck? Why the fuck she jealous of Beyonce? You supposed to be a billionaire. That's why I know that money ain't, something ain't right with that money. Something ain't right with it. Hold up, y'all. Can't break my eye. But, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Beyonce and Jay-Z. No, I was not talking about them fucking. That's late. I mean, yeah, I already said that. I left off what? About them performing rituals together. Oh, Rihanna and Jay-Z doing sexual rituals. Hold up, I'm looking, motherfucker. Because it was something important I needed to say. I see the message, but no. I want to say it, yeah, how I was going to say it. I'm going to have to come back. Because it's not showing me how I was going to say it. You know it don't do that. It just tells me, like, what I was talking about. And then it'll pop up in my head where I was going to. It's not doing that. That's why I said I'm going to have to come back. About them fucking. Rihanna and Jay-Z doing rituals. What I said, he don't like to fuck girls. He fuck niggas. Beyonce ain't been touched. I already said that. That's what I'm saying. You showing me shit that I know. I remember it. I'm trying to think of what the fuck I was going to say. I see the energy. I want to know what I was going to say. Like, let's say the energy is black. I had a saying for it. I want the saying. Duh, I just said you can't. That's what I just said, motherfucker. Usually when you I changed your Michael. This is what I call on this nigga, because y'all play too fucking much. It be extra with y'all. I do apologize, y'all. Look, then y'all done took me to another place. Take me to another place. I forgot I was on fucking live. What the hell? Anywho, we speaking on Jay-Z, right? I was saying where ain't nobody buying that clothes, the liquor, like he not good at shit, he talentless, he only good at sucking dick. Come on. Putting hits out on people. Cause he a fucking cornball. Maya gonna tell on his ass. That's crazy. Can't let you get the best of me. Cause they just showed me that. Maya gonna tell on him. Everything that he did is gonna be shown. About how he got, like, he paid KRYST to shit on Nas. That's why she fucking with Bill Murray, or Bill Murray, whatever the fuck his name is, DMX, Aaliyah, Dame Dash, that's all in the same sentence. R. Kelly, that's where R. Kelly locked up. And P. Diddy got, R. Kelly is locked up because of Gay-Z and P. Diddy. P. Diddy is be Gay-Z and P. Diddy at that table with them two white people. So if your ass, Young Thugger, because your ass is facing charges. If your ass was facing charges of prison, I'm trying to tell you who was sitting at that table. It's definitely, I always see P. Diddy and Jay-Z. This time, P. Diddy not at the table, so that's what lets me know Jay-Z done, I don't know, he done put some hit out on P. Diddy or something. He done threw that nigga up under the bus. I'm telling y'all he did. And then signed a contract to sacrifice Blue Ivy and a little boy. Like to put them in a fake, like the fake elite on them. They like, let's say Blue Ivy don't want to do this shit. It's nothing she can do. They're gonna put a demon. They already created a demon that's gonna go in her. Well, not her, cause she getting Sasha Fierce and a little boy. That's why he had those sex rituals, and then the sex ritual with Rihanna. That's what I was gonna say. Now, the reason why I gave Zeke, I told y'all I was gonna come back. That's why I fooled Archangel Michael. That nigga slipped that in there. The reason why I gave Zeke don't like Chris Brown, because listen, Chris Brown was beating the shit out of motherfucking Rihanna's vagina. I'm not talking about punching. Y'all thought I was gonna say fighting. He was fucking her. He was beating, because Rihanna's a whore. Like, remember I gave y'all a reading a long time ago, and I told y'all be surprised by how many people she fucked, and a lot of them white guys, right? It was giving me Halle Berry energy from off Monster Ball, where she had to fuck Billy Bob Thornton in order for her to get a Grammy. So Rihanna's been thrown around to Leonardo DiCaprio like a lot of white dudes. It's giving me what P. Diddy made Cassie do. See, Gay-Z think he's better than Diddy because Diddy used aggressiveness and violence, to force people. Yeah, but Gay-Z was putting people under the, like, making them be sedated. You know what I'm saying? Both of them is wrong, but hey, I mean, you ain't got to worry about, like, P. Diddy, hey, I'ma stick this in your ass. Gay-Z, you over here just sipping drinks and shit. This nigga waiting till you feel me? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying P. Diddy ain't put the little shit in people's drinks, because he did. What they did, because I told y'all what they was doing was, they were putting all that shit in them drinks at the parties, already have it prepped. And next thing you know, within an hour, because you heard Denzel Washington say, leave 30 minutes for the devil show up. Within an hour, everybody butt naked. You don't even do stuff like this, and you wondering why the fuck you naked. It's because they put some shit in them drinks. They already had it set up for the rituals. But Gay-Z don't like Chris Brown. He said that he had no beef with him, but he do. Gay-Z is the reason why these motherfuckers won't let up off of Chris Brown. Him and Rihanna. That's why I said shit done changed. Shit done 4-4. And what he say, he had a 44 club or some shit. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, that nigga lied and said Chris Brown beat up Rihanna. He pushed that agenda. He was sitting at that table. P. Diddy was right there. P. Diddy was right there. And he set that agenda up. He said, well, you know what? And the reason why is because when he was fucking that girl, Rihanna, she didn't want to fuck with Gay-Z. It's giving Dame Dash and Aaliyah. When he fuck with a bitch or want to fuck with a bitch through a ritual, they do not want to fuck with him. Only one that stuck with his ass is Beyonce. Aaliyah said no, but Aaliyah ain't give up no coochie. Rihanna gave up coochie. Like, they don't want to fuck with him. And he's a loser. I keep telling y'all, he's talentless. He's a loser. Like, he loses at everything. He really does. I don't even know why he is even here on this earth. Like, to be for real, like, this is the type of energy you keep far the fuck away from you. Not because of what they capable of doing. It's because of the energy that they have. This is a motherfucker who is powerless, that don't got no talents, no gifts, no skills, no crafts, no nothing, and feel entitled to other people's gifts and energy. No, have several seats in the we do not give a fuck about you motherfucking section. This nigga, like, you can't add. Chris Brown fine as shit. You look like a fucking camel. Chris Brown can dance. Bitch, you can't do nothing but suck some dick. Chris Brown can sing. What the fuck can you do? Every time Chris Brown have y'all noticed every time Chris Brown drops some shit, they bring up him fighting Rihanna or some stupid shit, him being violent. When that nigga came out, like, everybody knew Chris Brown could sing and dance. When that nigga started pointing to the basketball, oh, in the news, Chris Brown beat up Rihanna. That's because Gay-Z like, damn, this nigga play basketball. Niggas start drawing on buildings. Oh, in the media, remember 10 years ago when Chris Brown had fought Rihanna. Yeah, the Star just dropped a new album. Like, they do stupid shit like that. And then when he could not longer use tactics like that, he thought he got smarter, which was dumber because it makes his karma worse. Start making that. Because what people do is watch people. Started to see their performance. And he started stripping that man from his fucking performances. You know I'm not capping. When Nas and Gay-Z was beefing, what did he do? He stripped Nas from his BET performance. Nas had a whole fucking robot that looked just like fucking Gay-Z. And he was gonna motherfucking perform that shit at the BET Awards, y'all. And Gay-Z had them shut that whole shit down. Didn't they do that to Chris Brown when he was supposed to do the Michael Jackson performance? Oh, okay. Call me Cap if you want to. You're gonna get your ass whooped. Everything I'm telling y'all is the truth, the divine truth. So help me God Almighty, the Most High, Allah, Source, the Creator, the highest of the high. I'm telling y'all. That's why Chris Brown about to get his. He's spiritually about to get his lick back. It ain't him being flesh lick. I mean, it's not a flesh lick back. Because when it's a flesh lick back, that means the intentions is negative. It's a spiritual lick back. Meaning, you tried to set me up to fail and I still overcame it. So now, let me do this Goku Ultra Instinct on your ass and get your ass exposed. Chris Brown energy been beating the shit out of Jay-Z energy in the spirit realm. That's how I know it's beef. I don't give a fuck what was said on Drink Champs, whatever the fuck you call that shit. He may not got beef with Gay-Z, but Gay-Z got beef with him. Chris Brown lied. Well, when he do say what's up, that nigga don't say what's up to Chris Brown, and Chris Brown know that. And he gives Chris Brown this look. I don't know. It's a look of, I'm going to have to find how he be looking and post it in my community board. Because it's this look where he gives a little smile, but you can tell it's like, bitch, get out my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just something like that. But that's the reason why he don't like Chris Brown, because Rihanna pulled back from his ass and they won't fuck with him. So he caused corruption in a relationship, which God Almighty allowed because she wasn't his true divine feminine anyway. God Almighty can smell the harlotry from off Rihanna. He a divine feminine. I mean, he a divine masculine. She not a divine feminine. And the rest of the bitches that came towards Chris Brown after Rihanna were plants. So he really might have loved Karrueche, but his spirit is showing him that was fake love because it was illusion. She was a plant. That wasn't real. That's why I told you, none of the girls that he fuck with is going to be in the industry. A lot of people think it's that little girl. She like 20-something. She gorgeous and all of that, but she's not what he need. If he fuck with her, he would go backwards. And the way that his mindset is, he'll tell you she's gorgeous, but he view her either like a little kid or like a little sis. She too young. And I know y'all like Chris Brown ain't nothing but 34. Chris Brown is a grown-ass man. Despite what the media say about him, that's a grown-ass man. Like, I don't know. Like, he could get all the hoes, any hoes. But he is picky, and he has morals. Like, it be girls that be drop dead gorgeous, but they be a certain fucking age. Because I see him. Like, let's say he got a dude that bring girls or go get girls, right? Like, I see him snapping his finger like, yo. Like, then he walking over to the dude with his shoulders up, like high rise a little bit with his finger, his index finger pointing out like a gun, like, bruh. Like, bro, you know not to bring, like, she too young, bruh. Like, I don't know. It's just certain of a certain age. Like, I feel like he have women that's 30 and up that like they got, I don't know, like the man who go get the girls or whoever's in charge of bringing the girls back to the hotels, if that happens or when it happens, I'm telling you, it's something about them being 30 and up. Because somebody said 40s is the new 30s, and we know Chris Brown not no damn 40, and he old. That's what I'm saying. He 34. He about to be what, 35 May 5th. That's what I'm sitting here telling y'all. It's something about that. And then y'all gotta understand, like, she is famous. She's a celebrity, y'all. She is. So he's getting a 50 Cent too. All these people that's tapped into their divine masculine and they're in the entertainment industry and they're single, whether it's male or female, their divine counterpart is somebody that's not in the game. Why and how do I know that? It's because they're in the world of sin. They need healing energy. You're only going to get it from somebody that's not in. You can't heal in the same environment that got you sick. They're not going to get their divine counterpart from the environment that they're in, meaning entertainment. It's a regular person, regular degular. And how they intertwine or meet is through the universe and God Almighty. But I know what the fuck God Almighty showed me, and I'm real good at my motherfucking job. I told y'all that nigga, it was between fixed signs. And I still ain't really go into detail about air because I'm waiting on something. That's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. It X's out Taurus because that's what he is. They didn't show me that they were the same zodiac. So we know that Taurus is not one. Okay? Then I knew that the air, because it was something about no air, no air. It's a lot that come with air, but I gotta wait to really tell you what that stands for. But I knew it wasn't an air sign. It's either between water and fire. You want to know how I know that it's between the water and fire for certain? Because it was a goddamn solar eclipse. It was the crescent moon on one side, the regular sun, and the black sun going over the sun. Y'all might have saw the fake one. I saw the actual real one. Depending on which vibration you from, you might have saw the one the fake elite put up, or you might have actually saw the one that God Almighty did. I don't know. I'm not your eyes. I know what the fuck my eyes saw. But that's how I know. What is the moon? Even though that's Cancer, Cancer's not a fixed sign. It's not Pisces. What is a fixed sign that's in the water family? Scorpio. No, I'm not saying Scorpio represents the moon. That shit that's hidden. But what was Mother Earth fasting? Creating what? Endings. Endings is the death card. Scorpio. What is divine beings getting? The sun. What is the sun? Leo. It's more than that of how I came up with what the girl zodiac is. She high ranking in the spirit realm. He sings the song. He tell y'all what the fuck he need. You know ain't no low vibration bitch gonna heal him. She gonna be toxic. They planted them. All his baby mamas are plants. Whether he gonna find out, and he gonna pull away from all of them. He gonna pull away from his mama too, because she knew about it. So I'm sitting here telling y'all. That's why they don't want the divine feminine around. Because they know when she come around, they got to get gone. She sees the truth. Anything that's around him anything that's around him that's not really attached to him, she going to call that shit out. And just by him being in her energy, she heightens his intuition. So now his third eye was probably moving at 1,000. Now it's at 1,000,000,000. Same thing with 50 Cent. He saw that bitch Cuban Lake was a snake. It's going to be revealed to him that she was a plant. I'm telling you, like, I know what God Almighty showed me. When that girl came on my comment and she said it's another reader who said the same shit as me, I bet she was. I bet she did. Because she a thief. God Almighty did not give this energy to nobody. And in fact, this is some of the shit that I put out, it be shit that I inquire about. Damn, well, why is they doing this? And I sit down and it's like a Rubik's Cube and I crack it. And then God Almighty be like, hey, go drop a message on that. I know what the fuck I be doing. Certain messages that I drop about certain celebrities, I make sure not only do y'all get y'all karma, but I put little shit in there. I might even throw a little lie in there and then come back and tell the truth. I do what the fuck I want to do to catch the liars up. But ain't no way in the hell God Almighty told them that. Because it wasn't that God Almighty told me. God Almighty gave me energy. And I told myself that with the energy. So for them to say it's a Taurus, for them to say it's a Scorpio or a Leo, they got it from Spinkstarot. Trust me. Nobody is vibrating high enough in no fucking tarot community to even get the message of who his divine feminine is, let alone her motherfucking zodiac. Remember, these be the bitches who ask you before you get a reading, what's your zodiac? So how the fuck do they know the zodiac when they gotta ask you what's your zodiac? Don't ever think that I'm reaching or making myself seem high and mighty because only God Almighty is high and mighty. I'm just telling you some real shit. Truth like rain, don't give a fuck who it fall on. These are bitches that ask you for your zodiac. These are bitches that do everything off the zodiac. The fuck? Ain't no way in the hell. You gotta work with elements to get this shit. Chakras gotta be aligned. Chakras gotta be open as well. Claire's open. You gotta have connection to God Almighty. Gotta be your authentic self. It's a lot of shit that takes in order for you to get these messages. Bitches be capping. If you gotta steal a message just to put one out, you need to. I pray that you die today. They said you been. That's PRAY. I pray that you die today. And for those of you who say, "Damn, that's mean," no, it's not. Why you want somebody on here that's not themselves? They don't belong here. They're a waste of time, waste of space, waste of energy. Bring on somebody who gonna be themselves. You feel me? People who not themselves is the reason why the world fucked up. Whether you believe it or not. They playing dress up and playing fraud. That's energy manipulation. That's a negative vibe. These be the ones. Let me tell you something. Motherfuckers show you their true colors when money involved, right? This is why I be around people when they don't got no fucking money. I'm a different being. Of course, I don't chill with you for what you can do for me or what you got, what you bring to the table. But I like to be around people who broke, especially the people who I interact with. I observe everybody in their broke stage, trust me. And I look at their morals, their integrity, and everything. And certain people that I watch them do certain shit while they broke, I stay the fuck away from them when they be broke. Like, I had this one girl, she was selling her pussy to get money, right? If she was to ever be broke, I wouldn't come around her. And I know y'all like, damn, why? Because she gives off the energy that she'll do anything for some fucking money when need be. She's even willing to risk her health and all this other shit. You feel me? I like to view people in the negative energies. When you sad, depressed, and all this shit. I don't give a fuck about how you view when you happy. Because, everybody got different energy, but it be the same. You feel me? It's how you act when you at your lowest is what the fuck I like to see. Because it tells me everything I need to see about you. Just by me seeing her being broke and her selling her pussy, I knew not to come around her broke. Not just because so she wouldn't ask me for nothing. It's a possibility. She would steal from me. She could set me up. She can do anything because she willing to sell her pussy for money. And the way that I talk and think, a lot of people be on that shit now. They be like, damn, I'm about to start doing that. You see through this YouTube channel, I'm a different being. There's nobody like me, baby. Nobody. They not thinking the way I'm thinking. There's no way in the great fuck they are. People will tell you, oh, I ain't chilling with no broke people because then I'm become broke. Oh, no, I'm going to go chill with the broke people. Them being broke, that shit ain't going to rub off on me because I know how to transmute, stop, and block energy. I ain't worried about that. I need to evaluate these people. I need to see where they mind at. Because you're going to be broke and you're going to be rich. You ain't going to always be rich. You feel me? And people don't really snake you or do fucked up shit when they rich. It's when they ain't got shit. See, my mama told me everybody ain't like you. When I ain't got shit, I stay the fuck away from people. And I don't ask people for shit unless I really need it. And people know if I'm asking you for something, I really need it, right? My misery don't love company. You can learn a lot about a person through trial and error. I watch people get upset, right, or have an argument. People that start calling you names and shit real fast, I come up with a lot of shit. You already had these names picked out, so you had already had something against me or something on your chest that you wanted to get off. I like just by conversations, arguments, everything. I break shit down and evaluate everybody accordingly and dismiss accordingly. Shit like that. Oh, da 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 da. You quick to go to arguments and shit. Now you want to fight? Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and beat your ass real quick. But after this, it's no coming back. Letting people know, I allow their energy to tell me, and then I put them where the fuck I place them because of what they showed me. But remember, you can learn a lot through people, through trial and error, through trauma, and all that shit. But you cannot use pride and ego, and you can't be biased. And you also got to be a person that can look at shit from different points of views and see shit from different angles. If you the type of person that only can see shit from one angle, that's not going to work for you. Because you're not going to ever be able to put them in the box that they need to be put in. You're going to put them in a box that you want to put them in. I don't put people in the box that I want to put them in. I put them in a box that they show me to put them in. Somebody sad and depressed, I watch how they handle that. If they sit in that shit, granted, depending on who they is, I'ma speak life into them. But if they don't catch that life, I knew it was gonna die. Yeah. ELOHYM, the highest of the high, be with you, within you, and surrounding you. Namaste, gang gang. I'll be back on later. Let me charge my phone up. That mean later on in the day. Namaste, gang gang.